What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Everybody tuning in live. We are live. Now I know it's very, very easy to be accused of being so pro Kanye when he says something you agree with. And yet the moment Kanye says something you disagree with, it's so easy to turn around and be like, how dare you? And of course, you don't want to be accused of being a white liberal slave plantation owner. That's what we've been calling the white liberals now for the past few days, ever since Kanye came out. We've been calling them white liberal plantation owners. And if you ever have a different opinion, you get whipped. But I think it's a bit unfair to people to compare my and many other people's criticism of Kanye West, now that he's come out and shown praise for one of the anti-gun Parkland activists, Emma Gonzalez. It's disingenuous to compare us to the typical white liberal plantation owners, because the white liberal plantation owners are the ones who invented the fucking race card. They're the ones who invented calling other people racist with basically no evidence and claiming they care so much about black people and minorities, and then turn around and the moment a black person is a conservative, they call them coons, Uncle Toms, sellouts, they trash them, they character assassinate them. So I think that's an interesting little nuance to consider in all of this. So, Kanye just put this thing out, and, it's got people like me confused. And, people are obviously, they're like, wow, why are you so confused? I thought you supported Kanye West for having his own opinions. And yet now you're going to criticize him for having a different opinion? Well, like I said on Twitter earlier, Kanye said in his recent rap song, Ye versus the People, he just released yesterday, Kanye said he hid his MAGA hat in a closet for over a year for fear of speaking his truth. And then you wonder why I think he might be paid off or pressured to speak kindly of one of the Parkland activists. These are the liberal bullies we're dealing with. And I did put out a tweet earlier in response to Kanye, and it's got like a bunch of favorites. It's got like 300 and something favorites and a few retweets. And of course, it's gotten the attention of the some of the left, some of the liberals. And let me find that damn tweet real quick. And a lot of people are flooding my notifications on Twitter right now. Oh, here it is. I responded to Kanye's tweet praising Emma Gonzalez. I responded, I said, Kanye, I want to respect your opinion, but I just need to know if you're being bribed or paid off to put this one out. The Parkland adult students are bullies, especially their handlers, which is a basic statement of fact. Anyone with any sense could understand that. As you can see, 400 likes, 27 retweets, and my notifications are filled with a bunch of angry leftists right now. And it's just funny, guys. It's just funny. Look, Kanye West can think whatever the hell he wants. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but it is confusing. It is confusing. And I think if you don't think that the celebrity class gets paid to endorse liberal politicians like Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, if you don't think that they get paid, you don't think there's endorsement deals from Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and Beyonce and Jay-Z to parade on stage with Hillary Clinton like she's some kind of savior for black people. If you don't think there's like endorsement deals going on, or at least some type of you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of stuff going on, then you're just naive. You're just very naive. So yeah, I mean, Kanye could think whatever he wants. I'm not going to call Kanye an Uncle Tom and a sellout the way liberals love doing whenever a black person has a different opinion. What I find confusing is that Kanye West, in his rap song he released today, openly spoke about how he had to hide his MAGA hat in his closet. I mean, let's pull out the lyrical quotes here. Here's quotes from his song, Ye versus the People. And we're going to pull this up real quick. Quick. In fact, let's do a quick search here. See, these are the lyrics for his song. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick search here. Just give me 1 second. Do a little quick search. 1 second. We're going to do a little search. We're going to find that lyric. Hat. Found you. Oh, wait. Jesus H. Christ. There you go. Here you go. So Kanye says, I mean, that hat stayed in my closet like about a year and a half. Then one day I was like, fuck it, I'ma do me. So Kanye West, who prides himself on speaking his mind, had to hide his true feelings, hide the MAGA hat in his closet for a year and a half. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the left has so much power and influence and so much power to character assassinate and oppress any black person, especially a celebrity who disagrees, that Kanye West, of all people, who prides himself in speaking his mind no matter what, had to keep his mouth shut for a year and a half. Quote, I mean, that MAGA hat stayed in my closet for about a year and a half. Then one day I was like, fuck it, I'ma do me. So, yeah, it's confusing, Kanye West. It is. It's a little confusing. You know, to what degree are people being bullied and silenced, directly or indirectly, by the white liberal elite, the white liberal establishment? To what degree? If you have to hide, Kanye West, of all people, such an outspoken guy, was afraid to show his support for MAGA and for Trump for a year and a half, of course you can't blame me for speculating that Kanye might be bribed or paid off or pressured to come out and release a tweet praising one of the anti-gun Parkland activists. I don't think I'm a conspiracy wacko for thinking that maybe Kanye was pressured, God knows, endorsement deal, who knows, to come out and do this. Because again, look at the lyrics, my friends. Look at the lyrics from Ye versus the People. Quote, I mean, that MAGA hat stayed in my closet for about a year and a half. Then one day I was like, fuck it, I'ma do me. All right, so we're talking, why? Why was Kanye afraid to wear the hat in public, to say his support? Kanye's Mr., I say what I want and I do what I want. What would ever keep him afraid to be himself when that's what he's always prided himself in being? Well, we all know what it is. It's liberal leftist intolerance. Liberal leftist intolerance. It's not rocket science. So, yeah, I'm going to be a little skeptical. Because it's I'm going to be a little skeptical when you come out praising a leftist, activist. I'm going to be a little bit skeptical, and I'm going to wonder, if Kanye's just being pressured. Because if you're afraid to wear your hat in public for a year and a half, maybe you're afraid to not. And let's be real here. Let's be real here. Kanye West's support for MAGA, Kanye West's support for Trump has helped the Trump movement become more accepted and hip and cool and trendy in the land of pop culture. There's no doubt about it. And don't forget that that's what the whole Parkland activist thing was all about. The left, they couldn't compete on the basis of actual sound arguments. The left couldn't compete in the gun control debate. They couldn't do it. So they started putting child human shields up so that if you ever had a criticism or if you ever had a counter argument to anything that the anti-gun Parkland activist said, you get called a bully. That's how pathetic. That's how much the left was losing the gun control debate. They had to parade children around in front of you to jab, to punch you in the face, and then if you ever defend yourself, you're called a bully and you're basically accused of bullying children. They needed to put young, hip, cool, trendy kids up because the left was losing. The left needed a facelift. So they started parading the Parkland activists around in front of everybody. Somebody says that's a cool mustache. Thank you. Because the left needed a facelift because they were so desperately losing the gun control argument. And the thing is that Kanye West, in some ways, was kind of a facelift for the MAGA movement. Even though I would say the MAGA Trump movement is the coolest, most liveliest, and high energy movement out there. It didn't really need a facelift. But Kanye definitely helped make it more acceptable and culturally, in pop culture, more acceptable to come out and be pro-Trump. Without a doubt, he did that. So it's devastating. Like I was saying earlier, it's absolutely devastating for Kanye West to come out pro-Trump. And that's why I can't help but wonder, if there was any pressure or backdoor deals to come out and say, you know what? Let's praise the Parkland activists. And of course, you're going to praise the Parkland activists because they're like the last bastion for the liberal left. They lost the 2016 election. They're completely just out of touch with reality. They think Donald Trump is Putin's son. Did you guys hear that wacky new conspiracy that, what is it? Yeah, the liberals think that Donald Trump is like Putin's son or something. Like, these wacky conspiracy theorist liberals are crazy, man. What the hell is wrong with these people? They think Donald Trump is Putin's son. So yeah, liberals, we all know that the liberals are wacky, cracked out, crackpot conspiracy maniacs. I mean, we all know that the left are a bunch of wacky, whack job conspiracy wackos just hiding in their basements, concocting crazy conspiracy theories about Trump and Putin's son or some weird thing. The liberals are such wackos, conspiracy wackos. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do a quick live stream on this. Damn, that was a massive. Well, no, that was $1.99 with a $300 text. Thank you, man. Jesus, you could at least ask a question or something. So yes, yeah, I mean, they're conspiracy whack. So I just want to do a quick live stream, man. I don't know. We'll see. Some people think that Kanye is being sarcastic. I don't. That's not what I get. But hey, man, let's just chat here for a few minutes. I just wanted to get that out real quick because I think it's funny. Someone asked, "Do I believe in a flat Earth?" I don't know what's going on with the Earth, man. Someone says, you should not have been so quick to support Kanye. Kanye has issues. If he supports Trump, fine, but I don't trust him. He's talking about running for president in 2024, remember. Somebody asked, can you make your question everything red pill shirt available in XXL? I can't because I don't even have, those shirts are not in print anymore, unfortunately. So I'm basically just running down my last stock. I'm sorry about that, my friend. The Bible over 70 times says that the earth is flat. Maybe. What's up, guys? It is fucking Saturday night, bro. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at. Someone said, if Kanye wasn't kidding for his praise for Emily Gonzalez, would you still be for him? Would you still be for him? I mean, I'm not for Kanye. I do think it's hilarious to watch the liberal cultural monopoly collapse, which is what happened when Kanye came out and shattered the Matrix with his pro-Trump stuff. But it's not that I support Kanye. I just like seeing the Matrix get shattered. Whether or not Kanye supports, the anti-gun Parkland activists, the bully activists, because that's what they are. They're bullies. Um, I don't really, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. That's for sure. I mean, if you want to try to pivot yourself to win the 2024 election by pandering to Trump voters and anti-gun bullies, I mean, you could try, but I don't think that's a winning tactic. Steven says, love the new shirt design, by the way. Trump, Kanye on the same shirt. Who would have thunk it? Well, let me pull it up because you brought it up. Um, yeah, these are popular. It's a popular design right now. People are digging it. I've found people are digging it. Trump, Kanye, finally someone with balls. 2020. I don't think I have the link in the description right now, but you go to some of my latest videos about Kanye, you'll see the link right there. You guys can pick one of these up if you want. Let me see if I could spam it here in the. Can I leave a comment? I I have to be able to leave a comment. There's no way I can't leave a comment here. There's got to be a way for me to leave a fucking comment. I don't think I can leave a comment, bro. That's pretty gay. All right. Astrid Ray now. She's laughing so much in this chat. Is the world being run by a satanic pedophile ring? Wouldn't surprise me. Trump equals the greatest of all time. Yeah, bro. We're gonna fix this fucking hair here, though. We're gonna fix this fucking hair here, bro. This beard's a little disheveled. Apologize for that. Mustache looking pretty good, though, so. Uh, Astrid says sexy hair. Thank you. Appreciate that. Man. Jimmy Russell's asked, will you go back to your videos talking about feminism and all that other shit? Um, Maybe. Somebody sent me a link to a video today about some bouncer. He had to like shove some drunken, crazy females who kept assaulting everybody. So the bouncer eventually had enough and he started shoving the females. I might do a video reaction to that. I don't play Fortnite, but maybe I should try it because everyone else is like, saying it's so amazing and shit. Yeah, chilling here. The Nazi haircut, as they call it. It's a good haircut, bro. I mean, Hitler's mustache looks ugly, so there's no point in getting that. But, hey, I mean, the Nazi haircut, not even a Nazi haircut, really. That's a hoax. Anyways, I'm going to take a look through my notifications here. I guess I'll take you guys along for the ride because my notifications have been full of crazy, angry liberals. So let's see if we have any comments. Let's get that mustache looking good, though. You gotta get that mustache good. All right. Take a look at some of the. We got a lot of people clicking like on someone's response to my Kanye tweet because I responded to Kanye's tweet, his tweet supporting, praising anti-gun Parkland activist Emma Gonzalez. I responded, Kanye, I want to respect your opinion, but I just need to know if you're being bribed or paid off to put this one out. The Parkland adult students are bullies, especially their handlers, and that's obviously a basic statement of fact. Some random trendy, probable white liberal responded, Didn't you all just lecture liberals about how Kanye is so great because he's a free thinker? The second he posts something you disagree with, all of a sudden he's being paid. And of course, this trendy, silly, predictable garbage tweet got a bunch of likes. The big difference is that, as Kanye West said in his rap song he released just yesterday, as Kanye West pointed out, um, I mean, that MAGA hat stayed in my closet for about a year and a half. Then one day I was like, fuck it, I'ma do me. And then he came out and he finally came out and he was open about his support for Trump and MAGA. So if Kanye West felt so threatened by liberals condemning him for supporting Trump and loving his MAGA hat, that Kanye West would silence his own opinions for a year and a half, hiding the MAGA hat in his closet, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility to wonder if he's been pressured to put out some pro-leftist tweets. If he's pressured enough to hide his MAGA hat in his closet for a year and a half, doesn't seem outside the realm of possibility that he would be pressured to put out traditional cliched pro-leftist tweets like this one. Apparently pro-leftist. It may not be pro-leftist. This could be interpreted many ways. Who knows what this really means? So yeah, some guy responded, oh, suddenly, first he's a free thinker when he supports you, but then when he posts something you disagree with, all of a sudden he's being paid? Context, my friend. Kanye was afraid to show his MAGA support for a year and a half. For a year and a half. So of course, I have to wonder what he means when he comes out and why he's doing it. So a bunch of stupid trendies jumping on that bandwagon, pretty irrelevant. Let's keep going here. See if there's anything interesting. Whatever. So again, we're just kind of going through my reactions here to my Twitter notifications. What the fuck is wrong with this? Here we go. Pretty much it's just mostly a bunch of people clicking like on that silly normies tweet. This guy wants evidence that liberal politicians get paid off for, you scratch my back, I scratch your back type favors to get endorsements from celebrities. Like, come on, that's common knowledge. Stop playing dumb. Then we got the fake liberals using the, oh my God, how dare you criticize the Parkland children? They keep calling them children. They're a combination of adults and borderline adults. And they are public figures going around on countless interviews saying they want to, disrupt the lives of countless innocent, law-abiding gun owners who've never hurt anybody. So it's a tactic that, they're using. It's a tactic that they're using. They can't win the gun control debate on logic and reason alone. So they started parading around high school students so that if you ever had a counter argument, you get called a bully. It's so disingenuous. Well, David Hogg just turned 18, so he's an adult, so you can't use the, stop bullying children argument anymore. So I guess, just a bunch of, just a bunch of stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. I had some random fat white liberal said he wanted to debate me. 100 new notifications. So as you can see, it's mostly just a bunch of people probably clicking like on that one guy's response. random nonsense. Yeah. Combination of people in pro, people support. Yeah, some fat white dude says, I want to debate you. So I'm like, okay, what topic? And he's like, something about, I just want to know what it's like to talk to a Neanderthal. So I'm like, cool, and I'd like to know what it's like to talk to a fat white liberal. And then it just evolved and never went anywhere. So that's what it is. My legs hurt, so I'm gonna stretch my legs out because I'm sitting here cross-legged, and you sit here for long enough, your fucking legs like go numb and shit. So I'm gonna just get this out of the way here. What's up, everyone? Thank you guys for tuning in on this Saturday night. Just gonna lie down here for a second. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Ow, that hurts. Ow. What's up, man? What's up, people? Ow. Indian style, yeah, Indian style, cross-legged, whatever the fuck you call it. I didn't want to say Indian style because I guess that's culturally appropriation, racist, or some shit. So I just say cross-legged. Opinion on YouTuber vegan gains? Whatever. He's doing his thing. He didn't choose Trump. Why would Kanye choose anybody? It's not his job to choose anyone. He just sees what the leftist media is doing and he sees right through it, as we all do. The government keeps us from learning the earth is flat using chemtrails. that's funny. Well, you know what's I was thinking the other day because I was thinking about how there's such a ongoing debate about horizon and perspective. If you look into the flat Earth debate right now, a lot of the debate is about why you can see buildings 20, 30 or more miles in the distance that supposedly are supposed to be gone, hidden behind the curvature, and and I was just thinking about how fascinating it is because both sides always have an argument. And it's just so crazy because there's this thing called the law of perspective, and then there's refraction that gets involved. And I was thinking about chemtrails earlier today, and I'm like, damn, I wonder if that's what chemtrails are. Maybe they spray these particles, and as they sink on the horizon, it creates a warping, magnifying effect via refraction on the horizon that changes the way the horizon looks to make you think you live. I don't know. Make you think you live on a flat Earth. I don't know. I mean, on a globe. I don't fucking know. Flat Earth, round Earth makes no difference to me. I suppose if flat, then we should all follow Chinese. Is the Earth round or flat? I don't see. I don't really care. I think there's more important things. Says Cat. I disagree. If the Earth is flat, what could be more important? We know you are a flat earther. How far south do you have to go for the North Star to fall behind on curvature of the Earth? It's a good question. Perspective may play a role. Someone says if the Earth was flat, then I'd be able to see China from here with a telescope. Not necessarily, because the atmosphere, there's air particles in the air that are basically a wall And after enough miles of air particles and atmospheric conditions, it can become enough, I would imagine, to literally just become a totally obscuring barrier that will eventually limit how far you can see, no matter how powerful your zoom lens is. Thank you, sir. Oh. Sorry, I was talking about your flat earth video. Brilliant spur of the moment response. What video was that? That makes no sense because you can see the universe with a telescope. And let's say it is a globe. The highest point on the globe would be further away from the ground than China is. Uh, Astrid says, if the Earth is spinning to the east, then why isn't it faster to fly west? Earth is spinning to the east, then why isn't it faster? Okay, well, this is a fascinating topic. And I've talked to globe believers who have passionately tried to explain why the question of whether or not you travel faster if you go against the direction of the earth or with the direction of the earth, they have tried to explain to me it has something to do with relative motion, and I've never been able to understand it. And that's either because A, I'm too stupid to understand it, or B, they're full of shit, but they're acting like they know what they're talking about. So they're trying to get me with this hocus pocus, relativity shit where there's no up or down, left or right, and it's all whatever the fuck you want. Sounds so empirical. But basically, what's going on is if the Earth spins to the east, let's say you are in Florida and you're taking a flight from Florida to California. California is over here, and the Earth is spinning this way to the east, and you're over here in Florida. You would imagine, intuitively maybe, that if you got on a plane and you were heading against the Earth's spin towards California, you would imagine because California is moving towards you, east, that it would kind of cut the distance in half, sort of. Like, like you're going towards it and it's coming towards you. But apparently it's not any faster. In other words, apparently it's about the same speed. Flying from Florida to California or flying from California to Florida, it's apparently about the same speed. And the reason is because if you're flying from Florida to California, meaning against the spinning Earth, your plane is flying against the atmosphere. Because apparently the globers will tell you that the atmosphere of the Earth is also spinning with the ground, the terrain of the Earth. So it's not just the terrain that spins, it's the air particles, the clouds, everything is spinning with the Earth.
So if you're in that plane heading from Florida to California and you're going against the Earth's spin, your plane is also flying against the atmosphere. So the atmosphere, the resistance of the air particles in the atmosphere on your plane is basically canceling out this perception you have that you would be flying up faster, or rather that you would get to California much faster than if you were flying from California to Florida. Because if you're going from California to Florida and the Earth is spinning with you, so you're flying this way and the Earth is spinning this way. I can't believe I'm talking about this. It's crazy. You're going at a certain speed. You're going with the atmosphere. You're going with the 1,000 mile an hour spinning globe, with the spinning atmosphere too. So you would think that because in the other way, from Florida to California, flying against the Earth's spin, you would think that California would meet you halfway there. You're flying to California, California's curving towards you. You'd think your trip would be cut like in half or something. You'd think it would be so quick. But apparently, according to the Globers, it's not, because your plane is the speed is being canceled out. So even though California is moving towards you, your plane is going against the 1,000 mile an hour atmosphere that's putting resistance on your plane. So I was asking my dad, because we were talking about it, and my dad obviously, he's a glober. He believes the Earth is a globe. It's no question in his mind. So I asked him, so if the plane is going against the atmosphere, and the atmosphere is moving 1,000 miles an hour against the plane, does the plane have to go that much faster in order to compensate for the fact that you're flying against the 1,000 mile an hour air resistance? Apparently, according to these people, it just cancels out. The speed and the air resistance cancels out. And that's why flying from Florida to California or California to Florida is roughly the same time. Because when you're going with the spinning Earth from California to Florida, you're just going with the 1,000 mile an hour atmosphere and the Earth that spins. But when you're going from Florida to California, yes, you're going against the 1,000 mile an hour resistance. But don't forget that resistance is caused because the Earth is spinning and California is coming towards you. So I think it just roughly cancels out. It has a lot to do with like relative speed and relative motion. I think that's why they use the term ground speed. I think in aviation they use the term ground speed a lot, because your ground speed is sort of relative to the Earth's presumed motion of 1,000 miles an hour spinning. So when we say you're going 0 miles an hour, that's relative to the ground, basically is how it works. So this is how the mainstream experts think about it. Technically, we're always moving at 1,000 miles an hour. Technically, you are even if you're sitting down right now, you're technically moving at 1,000 miles an hour according to the globe model. So am I. I'm just sitting here, right? I'm just chilling. I'm flying at 1,000 miles an hour through space. Yes. So it's weird. It's crazy. So, sorry, let me catch up here. Twitter notifications getting blown up right now. 181 new notifications.
Just people freaking out over the Kanye stuff. Trump was bribed to become a Republican. Give me a break. The Republican establishment hated Trump. Give me a break. Anyways, that's what it is. We all know what's up. Yeah, let's just get back into this fucking live stream, bro. Let's get back into the fucking live stream.
Hey, you globe cucks need some red pill. True Depth says we are moving at 1,000 miles per hour relative to a point outside the Earth, but not relative to the atmosphere or the Earth. Yes. Yeah, I think that's right. Who lives beyond the dome? We was king's ancestors. Yeah, you know who lives beyond the dome? Yakub. Yakub lives beyond the dome. That's the, according to the We Was Kangs, that's the black man who created white people. Shit. Sorry, dropped my fucking phone, bro. Yakub created all white. Yeah, there you go. Wakanda is beyond the dome. There you go. No, I haven't seen the Chinese moon landing. Is it hilarious? Well, I already talked about Kanye, homie. If you have a specific question you'd like me to answer, then go for it. No, Kanye is not anti-gun. He just praised one of the Parkland activists as a quote hero. Garbage Gang says awkward silence. I don't believe in awkward silences. I think that's a hoax. I think sometimes silence is normal. Man, I don't know, man. I got shit to do, man. Someone says, you say government tells us the atmosphere moves with the earth so we don't feel it. So what about when they talk about the Coriolis effect? What's your point though? I'm not sure what your point is though exactly there. Like, is that a contradiction or something? The Coriolis effect or some shit? Daniel, is Kanye right or wrong? Well, it's not even that he's right or wrong per se. It's just like, I'm just confused, because Kanye said he had to hide his MAGA hat in his closet for a year and a half because liberal leftists are bullies and they intimidate you, especially if you're black and a celebrity, for having a sort of conservative type opinion. So I'm just confused why Kanye would come out, and I have to wonder if Kanye was pressured into hiding his MAGA hat for a year and a half. That's a quote from his new rap song that he just released yesterday. then of course I'm going to think he might be pressured to come out and, be pro leftist with this little praise tweet for that Parkland activist student. So seems fairly, whatever. Seems fairly reasonable to me. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what the Earth's shape is. Fuck. I just want to answer the question. Is it flat or is it round? I don't know, man. I want to buy a Nikon P900 camera, though. But the thing is that the Nikon P900 camera is only worth it if the Earth is flat. The Nikon P900 is only worth it if the Earth is flat. If it turns out it's round, then I wasted my money. Someone says, you think Kanye can let me bang his wife? Probably not. I don't know, man. I want to know what shape the Earth is. I was doing just well, blindly believing the Earth was a globe. My life was doing just fine when I blindly believed it was a globe. I just want to know the answer. I was doing just fine, thinking we live in this giant thing called space, and there's infinite universes and galaxies, and one day we're gonna find aliens. I was just chilling with that shit. And then the fucking flat earthers came along and planted that seed of doubt, and now my life is over. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. How about banging Bruce Jenner? Oh, hell no, man. Bruce Jenner might be the ugliest tranny that ever lived. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Make a video on flat earth. I want to go back out to the lighthouse. Remember the lighthouse flat earth video I did? I want to go back out there with the Nikon P900 and get a nice real zoom on that bitch. Yeah, I think the earth the earth is a flat spheroid. That's what the earth is. The earth is a flat spheroid. The earth is a flat spheroid. And you think that's a contradiction? Man, you don't know what you're talking about. It could totally be a flat spheroid. Like, that makes perfect sense, Because think about it, locally, when you step outside, it's flat. But if you put a bunch of like pretty much flat chunks and you arrange them in a sphere, um, it's a flat spheroid. Why fuck Eric Dubé? Why? Someone says I'm a flat earther, but fuck Dubé. Why? What did Dubé do? Um, yeah. What's up, bro? Well, I really like Eric Dubay's videos, so I mean, I'll say that. He's always commenting on my flat Earth videos, leaving comments. Um, anyways, y'all. Anyways, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in on a random ass fucking. Thank you, Astrid. Shave the beard and leave the mustache. You crazy, bro. I'm the fluffiest human ever. Nah, of course I'm not gonna shave. These people are crazy, bro. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, the Earth is cat. That's confirmed. That's like real news and shit. All right, guys. Well, I think I don't know if I'm gonna go to sleep, but I might get just eat shit, doing some other stuff here. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in. Kanye West tweeting, support for anti-gun Parkland activist. We'll see what that's all about. I mean, look, I'll make it really simple. The anti-gun Parkland activists, they want to disarm black men, and they want to give police a monopoly on guns and violence. Okay, okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, bro. Okay. Okay, so I thought we were trying to empower black people here. I thought that was the whole message, right? Nothing says empowerment like hiding in a corner waiting for the cops to come save you. Here, I think I know the answer. It's white liberal supremacy. Okay, guys. Good night. Talk.